We're well underway with the Britain's Got Talent semi-finals, and it's where the 40 acts who made it through are whittled down to just 10 finalists. But just who are the acts who have made it through to the BGT Live Grand Final on Saturday, June 3rd? Here's all of the finalists we have so far. 1. Daliso Chaponda, the 37-year-old comedian and comedy writer, became Amanda Holden's Golden Buzzer act with his utterly hilariously routine. Amanda said, "You were bloody hilarious. Self-deprecating, funny, relevant, laugh after laugh after laugh. It just kept coming. And I really want you to win the entire series. I think you could, and I think you have a golden future." In the semi-final, he again proved he was able to bring the house down with some pretty UNPC jokes which everyone couldn't get enough of. He won the most votes of the night, so could he now be the comedian to win the entire series as predicted at the start by Amanda? Read more about Daliso Chaponda here. 2. Missing People Choir. The Missing People Choir is made up of a group of people who have children and other loved ones who have been missing for many years. In their first audition, they performed an original song called I Miss You, written by Peter Boxall, whose son Lee vanished aged 15 in 1988. The song featured touching lyrics which were brought home by the montage of pictures being shown in the background of missing loved ones as they sang. One of the members to speak to the judges was Peter Lawrence, whose daughter Claudia Lawrence was reported missing in 2009. Their semi-final performance of Birdie's Wings was another huge tearjerker and left everyone in floods of tears. Read more about Missing People Choir here. 3. The Pensionalities. Malcolm and Henry may have only teamed up 5 years ago, but it's like they've been friends forever. Both in their 80s, they were formerly known as the Pensioners, and they earned their spot in the semi-final with a Frank Sinatra duet. For Malcolm and Henry's second performance, they had the whole audience grinning with a heartwarming performance of History by One Direction. "You're my favorite of the night and I think maybe of the week," Amanda Holden told them, while Simon Cowell said they had made his night. 4. Mersey Girls. One of the most emotional moments of the series so far came when dancer Julie Carlisle revealed she has scoliosis, a curvature of the spine, and needs an operation which will leave her unable to dance again. The five friends originally called Justice earned Alicia Dixon's Golden Buzzer with their impressive performance to Fight song, and if they win they'll put the prize money towards pioneering surgery which could help Julia one day return to the stage. Everyone were rooting for them to do well in the semi-final, and luckily Mersey Girls didn't disappoint. Their act touched even Simon Cowell, who told Julie, "Whatever happens, we're going to make sure you're in a great place." Read more about Mersey Girls here. 5. Tokyo Myers. Tokyo Myers took piano playing to the next level in the semi-final. No, literally, he played a grand piano elevated on a giant platform. The trained musician, who credits his teacher, Mr. Morgan, for giving him the support he needed growing up, combined classical music with pop to create something new. "I'm really excited about what's going to happen next in your life," Simon Cowell told him, while David Walliams reckoned Kanye West would soon be on the phone wanting to collaborate. Read more about Tokyo Myers here. 6. Ned Woodman. The cheeky 9-year-old comedian laid into just about everybody in his super self-confident semi-final performance, even having a dig at Ant and Dec. "Congrats on your OBEs, Ant and Dec. I guess that stands for Old Boring Entertainers." His dad may help write his jokes, but little Ned impressed the judges and, clearly, the viewers with his spot in comic timing and delivery. Stay savage. 7. Matt Edwards. Comedian cum magician Matt Edwards was chosen as Ant and Dec's Golden Buzzer act, mainly because Ant thought he was so funny, he nearly peed himself. Throughout Matt's audition, Ant and Dec kept commenting on how brilliant and hilarious they thought he was. "He's the Lee Evans of magic," said Ant. The 34-year-old magician has also previously starred alongside last year's BGT winner Richard Jones and Coach Tripp's Brendan Sharon. Yes, really in panto, and regularly performs at holiday camps, cruise ships and other stage productions. Before his performance in the live semi-final, Matt told RadioTimes.com that he would involve Ant or Dec in his act on Tuesday evening, and actually he ended up roping in both of them to his madcap comedy skit. Read more about Matt Edwards here. 8. Issy Simpson. In Issy Simpson's first audition, she asked Simon Cowell to pick a card at random from the pack. She returned to the stage and asked him what card had chosen before turning round to reveal her t-shirt emblazoned with Cowell's face and the correct card had chosen. Oh, and that's all before we mention the fact she'd somehow made a box get suddenly really heavy and had correctly predicted that Alicia would choose the word kettle from a completely random selection. Mind blown. Is it bad for me to call you a witch? Asked Cowell, before saying, this is like real-life Harry Potter. In her semi-final performance, despite nearly being scuppered by Alicia Dixon as he pulled off an amazing trick involving Simon Cowell, said that his favorite celebrity was Simon Cowell. No surprises there, and correctly predicting that Amanda Holden would give a time of 6:30 p.m. and David Walliams had counted £2 and 1 penny in change from his pocket. Read more about Izzy Simpson here. 9. Kyle Tomlinson became the fifth and final Golden Buzzer act on Britain's Got Talent when David Walliams pushed his button for the 15-year-old Sheffield schoolboy. Kyle had previously auditioned for the show when he was age 12, but his audition was televised the first time round. Despite the other three judges being quite nice, Kyle's words, it was Walliams who told him after his first audition to go away and work on his voice, so that's exactly what he did. He's now returned and thoroughly proved David wrong. He even told RadioTimes.com that he has no hard feelings towards David, and that previous BGT runner-up Susan Boyle was his inspiration for entering the show. Read more about Kyle Tomlinson here. 10. DNA friends Andrew, 29, and Darren, 40, blew the judges away in their first audition with some frankly incredible trickery involving Amanda's phone book, Simon's love of celebrity calendars, and even their own t-shirts. The mind readers gave an even more show-stopping performance in Monday's semi-final when they seemed to correctly predict 3 cards that would be chosen by Simon, Amanda and Alicia. What was even more impressive is that they asked David Walliams to pick any word at random and then instructed Simon as to exactly where it would be in the dictionary. We have no idea how they did it, but during the semi-final they said that none of the viewer theories they'd read online had correctly worked out their trick. We've watched and rewound it 4 times already and we still have no idea. 11. Wildcard. We will find out who has got the wildcard during Saturday's final, although surely Sarah Akumu has a good chance of nabbing the spot. Britain's Got Talent's live final airs on Saturday the 3rd of June at 7:30 p.m. on ITV.